Why it's so difficult when you try to fix the conditioning, why those same patterns just show up. Why, when you try and think of it in new ways, you maybe have some, let's say, realizations and thoughts and ideas and even haha moments, but then it still comes back again. And it's because you're working through the conditioning, all the different parts, but the source code is still there. And so the question then becomes, okay, well, how do we address the source code? Hey, welcome. If you're new, I'm Ken. I help spiritual coaches, facilitators, and soul-led leaders expand their capacity for impact and fully hold the mission they know they came for. This video comes from a conversation that I had with a client, and this was their question.
I coach others through their childhood conditioning, but sometimes it brings up the awareness that my own childhood themes still come up for me. I can manage them through reframing and the nervous system techniques that I teach. But I wonder, is that all we can ever do? Just to manage it?
The thing to understand with this is firstly that your awareness of the conditioning is already a key aspect in that discovery. So being aware that, oh, I've got this theme, these patterns that still sometimes show up, just being aware of it is already a game changer in many ways. But what we sometimes forget is, okay, cool, the conditioning is just conditioning. It is not something we have to fix. It's not something we have to change. The conditioning comes from another place. All the conditioning is built on top of the source code because the source code attracted the conditioning in the first place. So all the experiences that you had, the parent, the people, the types of things that happened, especially even in childhood, these were all attracted from the source code because of the coding that it had. And so the condition was built on the source code. And that's why it's so difficult when you try to fix the conditioning, why those same patterns just show up. Why, when you try and think of it in new ways, you maybe have some, let's say, realizations and thoughts and ideas and even haha moments, but then it still comes back again. And it's because you're working through the conditioning, all the different parts, but the source code is still there. Before we get back to the video, if you're a coach, facilitator, or practitioner, and you know you are here for a mission, to be part of a shift and create a great impact, then I have a gift for you. See, it's my mission to help soul-led leaders to get to their next level of impact by tapping into their full power and intuitive clarity to fully hold the frequency they are meant for. Most tools and methods out there can only get you so far in this journey, and it's my job to share channel systems and tools for your next level. So take the 30-second quiz to receive a premium activation meditation tailored to your specific mission goals. This is the same caliber of tool that my private clients use, and it activates that power within you in just 15 minutes a day. So enjoy. The link is down below. And so the question then becomes, okay, well, how do we address the source code? Well, you've mentioned a little bit about, okay, cool, when I have some of these awarenesses come up, when I start to realize some of these things, assessing it, I'm understanding it, I'm trying to understand it in a sense. But what we can shift is seeing the conditioning, right, as something just that's interesting to look at, rather than something to fix. So that kind of takes away the, let me fix this, and then we can actually learn more when we sometimes just step back away trying to fix something and we give it more space to be understood, right? Then we end up learning more information. Just like with a person, if you try and fix their problem before you listen to their whole situation, you will miss a lot of details, right? And so this simple stepping back from it allows you to also understand it from deeper layers. But really what we're doing is we're not fixing conditioning. We're accepting the coding in the blueprint. We're essentially letting go, which means it's not something we can cognitively do. It's not something we can think our way through doing. It's actually a letting go process. So when you have the conditioning show up, or the patterns or the things from experiences and stuff from the past, even conditioned fear or conditioned anxiety or a conditioned lack of self-worth, when those things show up, the challenge is actually, how do I accept this? How do I make peace with this? And the more you do that, the more you start to decondition some of those stuff because of the fact that you're making more peace with the actual source code itself. And when we make more peace with it, it no longer holds as much grounds for us anymore. And this is a very, let's say, cognitive breakdown of what's going on. But really, the main aspect of what we want to do is when the stuff surfaces, we want to actually just give it the space to be felt, to be almost accepted, even though it may be wrong. So it's accepted for what it is. And that very level of acceptance for what could be potentially seen as wrong, potentially seen as not correct within us, is actually almost loving that part itself. It's almost allowing it space, and it means there's a release, a peace that happens with it, and therefore the release is inevitable. And there's transmutation that starts to occur. What is transmutation? It's taking some of that stored energy and basically transforming it into another form. And that unravels more of the source code, more of the blueprint. And the whole reason you're learning it in the first place is to understand it, learn from the lessons that it has to share, and then make peace with it so that you're no longer attached to that same system anymore. But the making peace part, the letting go part, is the tricky part for us, because there's emotion and there's also the idea that something shouldn't happen, or it shouldn't be that way, or maybe we're not good enough. And so that's what creates more, let's say, resistance and challenge in that letting go process. But it's actually not something we need to sit and cognitively break down. Hey, real quick, it's my mission to create a butterfly effect by teaching leaders like you how to embody their greatest impact. I've already impacted over 4,000 soul-led people with my authentic business and intuition programs and coaching events. And the aim of this video is to reach even more spiritual teachers so we can start to make an even greater difference. So if that's you, click on the subscribe button. And if you know someone who would actually benefit from these insights, go ahead and share this video with them. Thank you for helping me with my mission and for helping them with theirs. It's not just about let's fix. It's actually about, okay, let's just simply accept. And that's the tricky part. That's the part where we're talking more about mastery. We're talking about actually letting go of the things that have been with us for so long, not just this life, but even other lives. So it's not, hey, dude, get over yourself and just accept it. Man, trust me, if someone said that to me years ago, I'd be like, but how, man? This is not an easy process. No, it's definitely not. But the only choice, the only resolution, the only path we actually have is actually to accept it. There is no fixing it. There's no changing it. There is only acceptance of it. But what's beautiful about when we do have that, let's say, acceptance of the things that do still come up, we make more and more peace with it. And so it holds less and less, let's say, almost not just weight, but like connection to us. And that's how it unravels and it comes apart and it stops being the majority source code that you are still exuding day to day. If this has sparked your curiosity, or this is resonating with you so far, and you're a coach, facilitator, or a soul-led leader, you know you're ready for your next level of impact, but you're still being held back by old patterns or blocks, then I have an invitation for you, because the most expansive work you can do demands the most expansive version of you, and the tools that got you here won't get you to your next level. I'm hosting a live 3-day immersion where for the first time you can experience the power of trans-quantum energy work for yourself, which is the 3-step channeled modality I mentioned in this video. I will also share more channeled insights on how the soul blueprint is holding you back from your next level of impact. This is for the spiritual entrepreneur who is ready to stop wasting time figuring it out on their own. Your mission is too important to wait. The link is in the description down below for you to register, and I'll see you there. Until next time, bye.